What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel, and thanks for stopping by. Hey, today we are in Riverside, California, and we're at Stacked BMX, and we're here with Larry. You might know him from either the Stacked BMX IG or Can't Stop LA, which I thought was like Can't Stop had something to do with Los Angeles until I got to know your name, right? So of course someone's gonna like honk their horn in the middle of our video, but anyway. Today we're gonna kind of talk to Larry, kind of get his story about his background in BMX, and we're gonna check out his shop and see some of the cool stuff that he's been doing. So let's go check it out.
Let's go.
Come on in.
All right, so we're here in his shop, and if you've ever seen any of our other videos, we did the Race Ink build, the white Race Ink. Larry built our rims for us. Yeah. So we reached out, and he was like, hey, I see you guys still need some rims. We can build them for you. I'm like, all right, let's go do it.
Larry
and so,
saved the day.
yeah, so it was a really nice set of rims. And in fact, as we were kind of talking, I'm looking around and we might need him to build another set for the Monster Quad.
Just
but
do it.
yeah, that's another story. But how's it going, Larry? How's everything going?
Doing pretty good.
Yeah?
Yep.
We got to also see Larry at Dirty Fest. So that was kind of
Yeah.
cool. We ran into him there with his sons. We were kind of talking and said, hey, we got to come check out the shop. Tell us a little bit about your I don't know, your background in BMX. Because, in talking to you earlier, man, you've been doing this for a while.
Yeah, definitely. I think I started riding about 95. Pretty much got kicked out of school. Started building dirt jumps. Next thing I knew, all the pros were coming to my dirt jumps. Was on all the magazines, every video. That kind of helped me get sponsored by S&M. Rode for them for about 10 years. I also worked at a bike shop for about 10 years. During that whole time, I ended up being the ODI team manager. I sponsored and filmed a lot of their videos and did a lot of their R&D and created products with them. Same thing with S&M. Also rode for Profile. I'm trying to think of everybody else. It's quite a few.
Yeah.
But all that stemmed into like more video stuff towards the end. Started doing a lot of video stuff. The housing market crashed in 2012. That kind of forced me to change, not necessarily, I don't know about careers, but like focus more on bringing everything to like something I could do all myself, because everything was spread out. I was working for a lot of different brands, S&M Bikes, Redline, ODI Grips, ESPN, Bimby, just all the BMX brands in general, and just did a lot of different things with them. So I just kind of brought it all together and ended up starting my own bike shop here in Riverside about 10 years ago. Actually, coming up next month would be our 10-year anniversary of being in business, so it's been a long time.
That's awesome. Congrats, man.
Yeah, thank you.
That's awesome.
So yeah, just going from there and just trying to offer the best service possible, the best products possible with no BS or anything like that. I just want to try to give you guys the most information to make the best buy that you could possibly do.
Yeah. So if you see any of his stuff on IG, like he does a lot of like informational videos on how to do different things on your bike. We'll definitely put some up on the screen so you guys can check it out. But that's kind of how Bernie
I learned a lot from Larry.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Like I think we were looking at what was it, the halfling chain,
The half
yeah.
right?
That was the
Yeah.
That was the
Yeah.
guy right there.
So when I was telling Bernie about it, he's like, oh yeah, I know that I've learned a ton of stuff from his videos. So
Right.
And it's kind of cool to find out that you also have just an extensive background in just videography and photography.
Yes.
Yeah. So how did that start? How did you get to do that? Like, where did you learn that?
I think when we first started riding bikes, my friend just borrowed his grandma's camera, and we just started filming each other, and then we'd use our other friend's camera, and then from there it kind of turned into us making edits. So we had a PlayStation, and we'd actually write down the time codes on paper and put all the cuts that we wanted, how long our clips were. We would go and pause and start all the clips, and then we would make edits. And
Wait. On a PlayStation?
Yeah, PlayStation and a
What?
VCR. So you would do.
That's crazy.
You'd basically get the PlayStation or the CD or whatever. You run the music. You get the time code for like 2.5 minutes, and then you would say like, okay, there's 15 minutes of intro, which is slow. Here's a faster pace. It slows down, and you would get all those time codes, and then you would get your clips, and you'd watch them, and you would get those times of all those. And if it was a fast one or a slow one, you'd mark them. Then you would get the different tapes and put them in there, and pause and hit record on the other VCR. So you'd have two VCRs.
This is like some serious
And then once you made the edit, then you would run it back again, and you would record it. You would dub it again onto another blank tape, but this time you would run music from a PlayStation with it right pause at the same time. So then all your video clips were right onto to that.
That's crazy.
So it started with that. Then I started watching skate videos. Started going on forums like Skate Perception. There was another one, I can't remember the other one. There's another super famous one. It's a little bit more production style. And it just learning different editing techniques. I bought a camera. Actually, I bought a broken camera, first one. And then I bought another broken camera and actually fixed it by just putting the little packets for your shoes.
Oh, yeah.
So I threw a bunch of those in
moisture thing.
Yeah, in a bag with paper and stuff, and it got rid of the watermark. And I ended up using that for a little while. Just started filming and just contributing footage to any BMX brand, anybody that needed footage of my friends, whether they're pro or amateur. A lot of my clips were in like DVDs and stuff like that. And all they would do is they would just put my name in the credit, which was pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
And then it grew from there to getting like a big shout out to Vital. They hooked me up with my first kind of paid job. I did an edit for them for $100, and it took me 6 months to film it. Took me like a couple weeks to edit it, but it was my first video. So I gave it to them for $100. Stoked to see my friends out there riding on a major platform. And then from there, I would just kind of reach out to the companies or riders, film with them, and then I just started creating content from there. Put it on their YouTube channels. I literally film all the video, edit it, make the captions. So all they would have to do is copy and paste it and send me a check. And it would grow into working for different companies like ODI Grips, and then also S&M Bikes for like 9 months. Worked for ESPN, I think, for like 1.5 years. I'd film a lot of their local events, some up north, mainly the West Coast. And then just kept videographing for everybody. And then, that's just kind of...
So that's why, like,
super fun.
That explains why your videos are the way they are, because you just have that background, because in addition to just the stuff on your bikes, he also does how-tos on how to do different tricks on the bike, which are entertaining and fun. So that's really cool. And so, so you got all this background, and then how did you open this shop, but it wasn't real easy to get the shop started, and then you also had to go through COVID and everything like that, right?
Yeah, for
so
sure.
What was that like in having your own space?
Yeah, it was,
and working for yourself.
Definitely a learning curve. I went from making tons of money to making $12,000 a year, and I was kind of upset, jaded a lot of things, and I just kind of came to a point where I was like, you know what? All the people that I kind of were using me or whatever wasn't really here for me. I need to stop caring about that. I need to focus on Larry. And I just put all my energy into trying to start a shop, take all the things that I learned from all those different things, put them in one thing. So I started a shop. I sold my truck, all my little toys, cameras, stuff like that. And I got a shop in a barber shop with just a little small piece, and was paying really low rent on that. But I sold my truck so I wouldn't spend money on gas every day. And I just put all my money into the shop.
You went all in.
Yeah, I just spent all my money on the shop. I just kind of had some problems with neighbors. I don't know if it's a crab in a bucket mentality, but it seemed like every time I would do good, somebody would get upset next to me because they weren't doing as good or weren't holding up to what they should, and they would take it out on me and try to sabotage me. Everything from people cut my lease early to people, even kicking me out or trying to fight with me because of a parking spot. I had people breaking into my shop numerous times.
Wow.
Just a bunch of crazy things, and just dealing with those is really cool because I learned a lot of stuff from that. Like if I didn't experience that, it wouldn't have forced me to do other things that it's actually helping me now.
Yeah.
During COVID, it was pretty crazy. It helped me out really, really well during COVID, but the aftermath, that tidal wave, and a lot of shops might be dealing with it now, but having extra buildings, having extra inventory, having terms on product that isn't sold or you sold it and now you got this product and it's not turning around and you can't pay them off. Just a lot of different things like that we have to figure out to create a space for people to walk in and to purchase stuff. Because back in my day, we didn't have this type of stuff. That's why I created it. Is so that you can walk in here and buy stuff. I put up my money, my time, my friends' money, my friends' time, so that we can create this place for you guys to come and shop, see it in person, and be able to get all these cool bike parts. So yeah, pretty cool journey.
Because a lot of times, you know, when you're looking for parts, first place you go is online, right? You might go to the manufacturer's website, you might hit up, you know, maybe other guys put some stuff up, but you don't really know how the part feels, what it looks like, the quality and stuff. So it's nice to have a shop where if you guys are in the area, like you just stop by and there's a bunch of stuff in here that you can kind of check out for yourself. Even just like when we were looking at the rims, like earlier, like as Larry gave us a tour, you know, I'm learning some stuff that I never would have found online. I don't think I would have known about those rims too much unless I was here to kind of see the stuff that you already have. So it's nice to have a space where people can come and check it out. You know?
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I always dreamt of when I was riding. You know, I mean, I don't blame the shops for not really helping me out because I really didn't have any money. But just being able to go buy something at a place like I went to the local bike track because my friend's mom owned a truck and she had bike parts in her little. It was like a ice cream truck almost. And I went over there and I would always go check out the parts there because you could see them. So it definitely helps out a lot.
Yeah.
I mean,
but then in addition to that, for guys like us who can't be here, we're in Hawaii. You also have a nice online store as well.
Yeah, definitely.
So tell us about that. Like, everything is available.
Yeah, anything on our site is available. Yes, we are human, so sometimes we do miscalculate or numbers are off. But that's natural with anybody. We do refund you. But the whole idea is to get you the product the fastest that we can. So we work with all kinds of different things. Shipping wise.
Oh man, we
hate
it.
Sometimes we can ship it back east really fast, faster than some of the other companies. But our main focus is to try to get you the product the fastest, and also have the information that these other sites don't have. Just showing you videos of the actual product. Everybody uses the brand's photo from their website, and you see the same photo on every single thing. But to see explain a review about the product, know how it's made, how come it costs so much, what are the different textures of it? Is it chrome plated, or is it a good chrome, or is it bad chrome? Is it matte black, or is it a gloss black? Describing about the different butts and the tubing, if it's thicker or thinner, what's the different clamping sizes. All the different things that people do not know about the parts and why they're spending this much money. I'm trying to inform you guys so that you guys can make the best buy for yourself. So.
And that's all the educational videos that we mentioned earlier. We are direct,
I don't know crap about crap.
we're just two guys that just loved BMX back in the day, and we're getting back into it. And so it's helpful to have somebody like you who's really knowledgeable about the parts and how to put bikes together that helps us, because we make mistakes all the time, so it's nice to have that.
I already made the mistakes.
Yeah.
That's why I try to teach you guys, is because I've already made the mistake. I see that we kind of just do a certain thing or just natural, and I'm like, oh, check this little trick out. Just changing this little simple thing could save you hours of time. So,
absolutely. And then in addition to that, you also make parts. I wanna show you guys the bracket. If you guys ever are interested in converting,
I'll grab one.
A caliper brake into a disc brake, Larry created a part that would really help you out in that process, and we didn't even know about it, right? No. When Bernie did his Hutch conversion, I think you found that
I was on
adapter
eBay.
on eBay somewhere, right?
Yeah,
And then after Larry reached out and was like, "Hey, I got this, you know, part that we made specifically for this, and it's engineered better, it's stronger."
And Larry's part is shiny. Man.
Yeah,
You know,
and it's
I
and
like
yeah,
shiny.
yeah, and so this is their stacked adapter
Look at
that you
that,
can
that's
use
beautiful.
to convert, and your bike into a disc brake. And yeah, if you notice, it's look how nice and polished. It's got that little piece for the dropout to keep it more secure. Tell us about this and how this came about.
This one's a lot different because this is 100% made by BMXers from start to finish. Besides the anodizing
Okay.
and the polishing. So my friend actually designed this. He's an ex-BMX pro, Adam Munoz. He designed this for us. We kind of gave him the idea. He modded it and then made us a couple test samples. And then we finally came up with the one that works. And then we had my other buddy that rides BMX, a good friend of mine, grew up with him. He has a machine shop down the road. He machined them all out for us. We took them, got them polished, then took them down to the anodizers, had them anodized, and then we brought them back to my other friend that rode bikes with us from back in the day. He does a graphic shop, Extreme Graphics. He does all kinds of the local areas, graphics or their signs and stuff
Signs
like
and different things,
Yeah,
yeah.
so he lasered them for us.
Okay.
So that was pretty cool. And then obviously I designed it, which is a BMX.
Yeah.
So most of us ride BMX. And then what I do on these things is a lot of people complain about the price. Like, well, how come it's 120 bucks?
Yeah.
That's because I'm actually looking after the whole picture instead of just looking after myself. I'm actually want shops to buy these and to be able to have them to install them for people. And I give them extremely good margins on these so that they can make a good enough money to hire another BMXer or another employee or to buy more of these so that they're, more people could have it.
Yeah.
And just helps everybody out.
Yeah.
So the whole goal of these is just to make good quality USA made stuff,
Nice.
help BMXers out all the way to the end, including yourself.
So what makes this different though? Like, so Bernie picked one up from eBay.
Yeah, that's
And
super
that's
famous
all
one.
we knew, right? I mean, and then we found out about yours, but what makes yours different
Yeah, so
from
we
those that you can find on eBay?
Yeah, we actually based this off of that. So I did go and I purchased one,
Okay.
and we put it on a bike with profile hubs, and I noticed there was a lot of flaws with it. One that I noticed is that when you put it on your cone, it has a recessed hole. So
Okay.
if you have a large cone, it would hit it, and it wouldn't go onto your axle correctly. So then you would have to get a grinder, grind off that cone so that it would fit. Another thing I noticed too is that the hole on the other one was I think it's 11 millimeter or 10 millimeter, and then you drill it out to 3/8, and once you drilled it out to 3/8, the block was actually smaller. So when it's sit in your frame,
so it would kind of wobble.
it would wobble.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So we noticed that, and then also too, we didn't want the brake to have a bunch of washers on it. So there's another mount right here. Have a bunch of washers so it sticks. That guy.
Of course, right, when the big truck is going by.
Yeah. So I didn't want to put a lot of washers so that the caliper didn't stick all the way inside, or you didn't have to grind it down or move anything. So we made sure that this was really close to here so it has minimal movement
Okay.
on here. And then we just did a couple little things to make it aesthetically pleasing, like recessed bolt holes right here, cut it away a lot right here just so it
Yeah.
looks kind of cool.
Yeah.
And just give it a good finish. And also these are, all numbered, so you could have a specific one, and they have a lifetime guarantee. If
there's
any problem with it, you break anything from the manufacturer's point of view, we'll replace it, no questions asked. The only thing we don't replace is if you do have the thread-on rotor, because when you hold the brake and you roll backwards, like on a hill, like say you're going up a hill, you hold the brake and you accidentally roll backwards, what that does is it actually unthreads the rotor, and it pushes the rotor to the side, and then that rotor jams up on the caliper, and then it tears everything up, grabs the hanger, rolls it backwards, and it'll split your dropouts.
Wow.
So we don't recommend that. When you have a stationary one, you can roll backwards and it'll hit and it'll still stop, and it won't damage it or anything like that.
Okay.
But the only thing we suggest on these is just slam it really far forward so that it's way in the dropout and to keep it from damaging your frame. But yeah, great solution to not having disc brakes on the bike. I ride it on my bike. I ride a lot harder than 99% of the people.
And most of the guys out there, for sure.
Go really fast, and I lock up those brakes, and I haven't had any problems with mine. So I definitely stand behind it, and I know it would do really well for you guys.
I mean, if you look at any of the videos, you'll see, Larry rides hard. And for him to use it, he can vouch for it. He'll back it up with the warranty, so you know it's good. So I think what we plan to do is when we go back home, we're going to replace the one that we got, Bernie got off of eBay with this one, and then do a video to kind of compare. You know, and see the difference.
Show them different views of it.
Yeah.
Maybe stuff that I missed. But if you also want to watch my videos, I have a couple on YouTube. You can see how it actually goes together. It's super simple.
We'll put.
We just want to. We just want to make it super simple for you guys because it is a pain converting it. We also do sell like wheels if you want the whole kit. You can buy the whole kit, and I'll literally sell you a whole wheel with this on, everything, the rotor, bled, everything. You literally just put your tire on there, maybe change out the cog to your size, slide it on your bike, and you're ready to go.
Nice.
Yeah, super simple.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, anything that people don't have to work too much on.
Yeah, it's the best.
Or if they don't have the skills and they're not comfortable, they can pick up something like that, and then it's easy for them to put it on. That's awesome.
Another thing you guys might want to know is like, how do you start? I think that's one of the questions. Like, how do you make it disc compatible? So there's the thread-on rotor style one. That one goes on flip-flop hubs. Usually, that's usually the cheapest, the most dangerous for you though. The second most inexpensive way is doing the mag wheels that have the disc on there.
Yeah.
The third way is going with the box was that 3 hub with the disc brake on there because that's 110. And then the other way is the profile elite hub with the disc on it to get you rolling. Obviously, good, better, best. You know what I mean? As you go.
Price and everything.
So you could kind of pick where you want to go and then go from there.
Yeah.
Profile is going to have the colors, and there's also Philwood has a hub as well, but they only come in black and polished.
Yep.
Okay. Action outside.
So those are the places you want to look if you're trying to convert your bike.
Okay.
Most of the bikes that are being converted, they are a 110 rear end, so just keep that in mind.
Yeah, and if you guys are out there looking for something and you got questions, you can just hit them up. Right? You can
hit me up.
What's the best way to reach you?
You could even go to the page, the product page. It has a bunch of tabs. It tells you everything that you need for it.
Nice.
There's a bunch of videos on there that tell you exactly how to set it up, how to run it. So watch those videos first. If you have any questions, you could instant message us on our website. You could email us at orders@stackbmx.com. You could give us a call. Or you could DM us on Instagram or message us on TikTok. But social media are probably going to be the slowest way to get an answer back from us.
Okay.
All the other ways are going to be the fastest.
Faster.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is there anything new coming down the pike or anything that you want to share with us that we didn't talk about already?
No, I just want to say how our storefront works and how our online store works. Our online store has a lot more variety of things to pick and choose from. Inventory comes in and out really fast. So if you're looking for availability, that would be the way. If you're looking to come in our storefront and touch and feel stuff, our storefront is designated for local people. So stuff that's popular here in the West Coast, and I know this sounds really weird, but stuff that's popular on the West Coast isn't popular on the East Coast.
Interesting.
So our shop has to carry the stuff that's popular here in Riverside.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And it's really odd for people. They want something different or odd that's on our website. They want to come pick it up here. If you need something like that, it usually takes 1 or 2 business days to get here, unless it's something that's sold out or super oddball thing.
Okay.
But it's pretty easy to get it to you. But that's the only thing I see a lot of confusion when they come to our store. We just carry the popular stuff in our storefront that is local, and then online we carry all kinds of different stuff. But whatever is easiest to you, if it's easier to order online, like I like to do that way. If you like, come to our storefront. If you want to do a phone order, we can email you an invoice. You can pay with your credit card. I never touch it. You can get your stuff.
Nice.
If you have any questions, maybe you want a discount because you went on a newsletter, hit me up on an email, whatever. I'll see if I can send you something. If you're looking for a certain part or different color or anything like that, contact us. I'm here to help you guys out. Just help you guys get what you need for your bike.
Yeah. And what are the hours that you guys are open if people want to just stop by?
Okay.
Days of the week, hours?
My storefront is open from 11 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. during the week. We close early on Tuesdays. We close at 5, and then we're closed on Saturdays and Sundays.
Okay.
Everybody that works here rides bikes, so we always get in fights. Who's going to work on Saturday and Sunday?
And then
I was tired of beating them up.
Yeah. I get it. I hear you. No, you got to be able to do what you love to do. You know? And
exactly.
Separate the work from just relaxing and just kind of decompressing from the week. So I get it. Yeah.
Well, all the fun stuff is on the weekends, so my guys want to ride, so I let them go ride. They want to ride this weekend. You know, and it helps me go to Dirty Fest.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's super cool.
All right. Well, thanks for taking the time to talk with us and share your story. And if you guys are interested, we'll have links below to their website. You can check out all of Larry's stuff on IG. Super entertaining, very educational and informational. So thanks for taking the time.
Thank you very much, gentlemen.
All right. Thank you. All right. Until next time. Hey, take care of one another. Be safe. Aloha.